Arise and shine, your light has come, the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. Today, we're going to be talking about overcoming the spirit of stagnation. What is stagnation? Stagnation is the absence of movement, activity, and development. I also came across economic stagnation. What is economic stagnation? It's the absence of growth accompanied by unemployment. What stands out to me in unemployment, in the absence of growth, means that there are idle resources. There are things that are supposed to be put in place that are not put to use. Stagnation. And I was wondering why I had to be talking about stagnation today. It's without doubt that stagnation is a spirit that is consistent in the Bible. We come across stagnation from a man called Abraham. Abraham, at 75, no children, no wife, nothing. And God said, "Arise, Abraham, and follow me to a land I am going to show you." That is another area of stagnation. Secondly, we encounter the children of Israelites in Egypt, first of all, for 430 years, no movement, in slavery, everything. But God finally sent help for them to come out of the land of Egypt, as they had prayed to come out. But they wandered in the wilderness for 40 years, a distance that could be taken for 3 days. Why does this stand out to me? I asked the Holy Spirit, what aspect of stagnation are we talking about? Stagnation, there are many different aspects of stagnation. Where you don't have a job, things are not working, stagnation in childbearing, stagnation in self-development, stagnation in several areas of life. But I asked the Holy Spirit, what should I talk about today? He said, talk about stagnation in marriage. Friends, I hope by the end of this you will appreciate the picture I'm trying to draw out of your mind. God showed me that a lot of marriages left Egypt on their way to the promised land, but they wandered in the wilderness and they were destroyed for lack of belief, lack of knowledge. Hebrews 3:17-9. It said they wandered in the wilderness for 40 years because of unbelief. What does stagnation have to do with your marriage and my life today? The Bible shows us that in every situation, in every journey in life, we live from where we don't want to be. Singlehood, problems of life, you have a good marriage, and you're looking forward to the Canaan land of your marriage. And then you encounter the wilderness of your marriage, which is childbearing, jobs, the cares of life, so many different things. You get entangled. And some men have listened to their wives, the Hebrew women, the wise ones, the strong ones. They say, honey, this is not the destination for our marriage. Those have made it to the promised land or are still working towards going to the promised land. But the Bible showed me some people who wandered in the wilderness. The wilderness is when you lose focus. Where your friends call you about Sikwi, they call you about the latest hanging out places in town. Where you listening to your wife means that you are being over controlled. Listening to your going to church is a burden, it's not natural anymore in a marriage setting. And your wife keeps telling you, let's not wander in the wilderness and be destroyed. The wilderness of pornography, the wilderness of, I just recently came across a word called tumoralization, the wilderness of strange women, tumoralization. And some go back to Egypt and bring more Egyptian women. It opened my mind to an instance when I was growing up. My mom and dad, after I had finished college, thank God my parents are not alive for me to share this with you. You know, I feel like I should share it now. With all respect, I love my dad. But one day I heard my dad talking to my mom, and I did not appreciate the conversation at all. I said, Dad, guess what? If you are tired of taking care of this woman, give her to me. I'm going to teach you how to take care of a good woman. And my dad said to me, he said, Prudence, you are not an epus in this house. And we laughed, and that became my name. So fast forward, God made it to where I could stay with my mom, and she used to call me epus. And we came to the US. Mom suffered from cancer, and on the day my mom, I remember I used to work, I would buy some expensive clothes for my mom, and I would say, my wife, this is for you. She appreciated it, we laughed, and we had a good time. But on the day my mom was dying, she told me to take her to the doctor. I did, and when we came back, when she was about to die, she greeted everybody, blessed everybody, but she turned to me, she said, Prudence. She said, Epus. I said, yes, ma. She said, thank you very much. And then that was the last thing she told me. Why is it important to talk about that today? It's important to talk about that because I've realized that a lot of women are trapped in the wilderness of marriage. Some are celebrating their 50th anniversary of wilderness, 30 years of wilderness, instead of the 30 years of Canaan land, of the enjoyment, a land flowing with milk and honey. And today, I have come to tell you today that men, arise and shine. If you know that you don't feel like this woman is for you, arise and shine has come to challenge you. That you should give us the women so that we can wash them and let them arise and shine because their light has come. And the Lord told me that arise and shine is changing the world, transforming the lives of women, one woman at a time. I hope today I helped you to open the book of your marriage and say, where are we at? Are we still exiting Egypt? Are we tarrying in the wilderness of disagreement, of misery, of pain, of misunderstanding? Or do we remember that we don't belong in the wilderness, but we're heading to the promised land, a land flowing with milk and honey? Once again, arise and shine. Your light has come. God bless you, and God bless you.